Hey, Internet Land, thanks for tuning in. It's the Amazing Fleck for week 5 as a new father. Um, a lot of the times you'll hear people saying the first couple months is pretty much the same. The baby sleeps a lot, wakes up when he needs to eat something, and when it has to go to the diaper change or when it goes to the bathroom and all of that. Um, and more or less that's the case, but there's a couple little milestones that are happening. Like she's making better eye contact with me, and I think definitely recognizes the difference between mom and dad's voice and so on. And spending more time like trying to lift up her head, and she can keep her head up longer now when she's doing some tummy time, when she's lying on her stomach and focusing on building up the muscles in the back of her neck. And it's just absolutely heartwarming. It's having all your priorities just completely shift overnight, just overnight, in your values and what you think you ought to do with your time and all of that. Now I've come to the conclusion that my time's no longer my own, which is a beautiful thing. It's a shared thing. It's shared with my family now, and to cooperate schedules together and everything like that. It's a joy. It's a joy to be working in synergy with a good team of people, in mammals rather. I got beautiful, wonderful girlfriend who's doing a wonderful job with the feeding. The feeding is just looks like such a task to have to keep feeding whenever the baby's hungry and having to feed the way we want to, the natural way. So breast milk, we're feeding the baby breast milk, and the baby likes to eat a lot. It's a healthy baby and likes to eat a lot, and she's doing an absolutely wonderful job with all of that. So that's a very personal thing, I suppose, but it's all part of being a dad, as is having an awareness of that and a sensitivity to that, because I'm unable to do that, and I'm fascinated by the idea behind it and how much work goes into it and the dedication. Um, Mothers who breastfeed are warriors, straight up, because the amount of dedication it takes to go into doing that and sticking with it through all of the painful, um, suckling on the nipples and everything like that. It just looks like such an endeavor. It's a lot of work and a lot of responsibility, but um, it's changed my life in the best ways possible. I needed a really big shift in something in my life as far as a focus, a dedicated focus. And having a focus dedicated towards providing the best life possible for my daughter is in turn making me spend more time taking better care of myself and my girlfriend and the house overall and everything. Longevity. I'm in it for the long haul now. I have to stick around longer in life and take better care of myself because I have a daughter now, and I feel a degree of responsibility of taking better care of myself so I can take care of her. And don't want to let her down. I want to be the best father I possibly can be. And life's just beautiful. Life's precious. Right now, it's the time of year. It's magical time of year. The buds are starting to come around on the trees, and there's no mosquitoes out here in the southeastern part of Michigan just yet. We're looking at 60, 70-degree days right around now. We went out trying to find some morels just a little bit earlier. So my wonderful girlfriend is currently back home watching our child, and months ago we planned this event with my buddy Jesse. He's getting married, and he's actually going to be one of my next featured artists here on my channel. A little spoiler alert for anyone interested in my Flex Local Artist of the Month Extraordinaire, but we're having his bachelor party, which is a little more than a couple guys sitting in a backyard around a bonfire and having a good time. We threw around a football earlier. We played around on slack lines. We did some contact juggling. By the way, folks, if you're new to my channel, I don't just talk about being a new dad, but all of last year I posted a new video every single day of last year for 2021, and I did weekly circus and flow arts tutorials where I teach people how to contact juggle crystal balls, like in that movie The Labyrinth, or how to juggle clubs, or how to do hula hoop tricks, or devil sticks tricks, and a bunch of other content. But 52 videos on circus and flow arts, and 365 videos in general from all of last year. So yeah, this year I'm posting just once a week, and I thought, hey, maybe because I don't have as much time as I used to dedicate towards posting, spending more time being a father and trying to work in the family life, and being a good partner for my girlfriend, and being a good pet owner for our dog and our cat, and all of that sort of thing. So I'm posting once a week now, just kind of giving updates on what it's like to be a new father from my perspective. And I can swaddle a baby like no one's business. Swaddling is a very good tool when you're dealing with infants between the ages of 0 to like 2 months, I hear. I think after 2 months, they recommend you stop doing it. But oh, it is such a wonderful thing. You take a rectangular baby blanket and you fold it down a little corner, just a little dog ear in the corner. You put the baby in there and you wrap the baby one side all the way around, fold up the bottom, and wrap the other side over the top. You get a little baby burrito, and you put their arms down or their arms out, depending on the child and how they like to be swaddled. Our child likes to have the swaddle all the way on their arms, and they're just like this cute little bundle you can hold in your hands, and you just support the back of their neck when they're lying down, and they go right to sleep. They go right to sleep. They feel nice and hugged. It's like a familiar place, like when they were once in the womb. Is maybe a theory on why that's the case, but it works really well. So I've become very good at swaddling the baby, swaddling my daughter in order to get her to get some sleep. And they say that they sleep about 16 hours a day for the most part, and they wake up just to feed, and they hang out for a little bit, and maybe a little bit of like awake time before they want to go back to sleep again. And that seems to be the case. I think our daughter is awake a little bit more often, or at least that's what I hear from my lovely girlfriend. I was on paternity leave for a good solid 2 weeks, and I slowly started creeping back into the workforce. Now, this is the first week, this past fifth week, which is a lot why I haven't posted this video just yet, is because I've been working about 40 hours this week as an in-home caregiver. I have 2 clients that I work for, and I love working with them. I love providing care to people, and I was accepted to the Occupational Therapist Assistant Program at Macomb Community College this fall. I want to be in the field of occupational therapy and provide help and assistance to people with disabilities, with injuries, and the elderly, people who are losing abilities or have different ways of going about living on a daily basis, and providing therapy for people in those circumstances. I love it. The concept is great. You focus on the individual and what they value with their own personal values and how they value to spend their time, and help them, enable them, and show them different ways and how they can achieve their goals on a daily basis to live the life that they want to live after they might have lost function in a certain way. We can provide case studies and information on how to get people to get back on their feet. When I say we, I mean the occupational therapy community. I'm not in the community yet. I'm going to be going to school for it. The more I learn about it, the more I'm fascinated by it, not just because it would be a wonderful way to get by in life and providing value, true value to people who need assistance and helping people with their ADLs or activities of daily living, but also being able to have a sustainable living for myself in capitalist America, where it actually gives you a decent wage for only 2 years of community college education to get into the field of occupational therapy assistant. 2-year degree, I'll be able to do that, be able to get a respectable salary with some health care for me and my family, and some security. And I'm a man who has been pretty good at living within my means for quite some time on a very small budget. I'm an example of a poor version of a rich man, or a rich man version of a poor man, or something like that. I've never had a lot of money, but I've always been wealthy in love and support from family and friends and people who care. I never like taking handouts, and I never like asking for help if I don't need it. But I know that if something goes wrong, I know I'll get through somehow with a little help from my loved ones. And that's what that's all about. So thanks very much for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to keep this one shorter. I'm at the bachelor party right now. I'm going to get back in there. But I thought if I don't do this video tonight, then, well, I'm 7 days late. I wanted to post every Sunday. I've been posting on like Tuesdays or Wednesdays, my updates. And I'm falling behind a little bit, but that's okay. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. And if you're watching it, then thanks for watching. I appreciate it. These videos will be getting better as time goes forward. Once I have better scripting, and when I get back to editing my videos like I once did. I felt like I took a couple steps back away from YouTube to focus more on real life endeavors, such as purchasing my house and getting it settled. The death of my cat last year was absolutely detrimental, but the knowledge that I'll be having a baby kind of helped balance that out. And now my baby's actually here, and we're 5 weeks in. We'll be 6 weeks in just 2 days. So it's amazing how time flies. All right, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. That's the Amazing Flex Adventures, 5 weeks into fatherhood. Just sharing his personal stories with you and whatever else is on his mind that day. I appreciate you for tuning in. You could have been doing something else with your time, but you watched this video. I love you, folks. Thank you very much. Remember to never give up, to do your best, to stay true to you, and to be amazing. And to be amazing, all you need to do is just be the best version of exactly who you are. Oh yeah, check out my playlist section. I did a lot of work last year. I want some more people to watch those videos and give me feedback. I love talking about it on here. All right, I'm out. Peace.